you believe me, but if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No, 'cause you don't see the logic of things. It's quite a
Morning all. Why is that on? How are we doing this morning? So here we are. History in the making. The Watopia tour, virtual, on ZWIFT. And then later on today, Tour de France, virtual, stage 1, Nice. Cannot wait. So yeah, 4 minutes to go. We're doing stage 1, the virtual Watopia tour. It's the mountain stage. So it's 30 kilometers. And we're heading up ZWIFT's epic mountain. Up towards the radio tower, back down through the Italian village, and then rolling across the line just here on the beach side. So 30 kilometers, 600 odd meters of climbing. Let's have it. As you can see here, we're in the pens. There is currently, and increasing very quickly, 3,400 riders in the pens. Look how fast that number, top right hand corner, is increasing. This is crazy. We're now up to 3,500. We've added, in literally 10 seconds, another 100 riders into the pens. And it's still going up. So you can hear the caravan there. Noises in the background. You see all the banners on the side there with the sponsors. Skoda, Leclerc, the LCL. Everything's ready for the Paris stages. Everything's ready for the Nice stages of the Tour de France starting later on today on ZWIFT. If you're watching online, you can click that link above in the chat, the Restreams chat. It's also over on... Oh, let's get that up. There we go. Also over on YouTube, Facebook. If you're watching on there, I've set a link to ZWIFT.com. YouTube pages. You'll be able to watch the live stream there. First race goes live 2 o'clock British summertime. And then straight after that finishes, the second race will start. So equal races all through the tour, men and women. I can't remember off the top of my head who goes first today. And then depending on where you are in the world, it'll also be broadcast on TV. So certainly in the UK, I think it's 6 o'clock tonight, it'll be on Eurosport. So you can either watch it online live, you'll be able to watch it on TV later on. We've got some amazing riders signed up. And it should be an absolute cracking event. So have a look at that picture there. Little small huddle of riders. And you can see nothing in front. And that's because there are so many riders sitting in the pen just now. Oh, looking at the wrong screen, we're off. And that's because ZWIFT can only display so many riders on screen at any one time. So we are way at the back. And until we get moving, we're just going to be going through a massive bodies. And now we're finally out of the pen. Crazy. What's that? 4,200 odd riders on this event. And the thing is, it's probably set up as late join as well. So there can still be riders coming in as we go. That's nuts. It looks like you're at the front because there's nothing getting displayed, but you're not. I mean, you look at the positioning there, 2,000. All the tiny little features that have gone into getting the tour on ZWIFT. One of the things you notice straight away there, the little ride-on thumbs, they've been changed to yellow, which I think is a lovely little touch. So down through the tunnels here, we'll go through half of them. We'll come up to the big redwood trees, then we'll take a left, and that's us starting up on the epic climb. Hot in here already. So there is what we're doing today. So flat little section through the tunnels, and then we start up the epic climb, 9.5 kilometers, an average of 3.9%, which doesn't seem too bad, but of course that's the average over the 9.5k. So we're taking a left here. That'll be us getting ready to start climbing. So 400 odd meters gain on that climb. And then the extra couple of hundred comes at the end, just as we pass the end of the segment banner, the top of the epic. Take a left, up the tower. It's short, but it's brutal. Averaging 13.7%. And then from there, downhill, all the way to the finish. So steady ride. This morning, we're not trying to get up to the front and be first. Just a nice long steady ride, taking in the views. But also when we start climbing, that's a nice decent workout. Just a massive bodies. If you look at the map, top right hand corner, you can see, well, if all that chat disappears, you can see a side profile, little grey profile, and that's the climb. The little orange and white dot, that's where we are. Little dotted line with a blue and white checkered flag, that's the top of the climb. coming up to this wonderful suspension bridge. Looks flat, but it's not really. Crypto stick, welcome to the stream. So, you must have done 6 AM BST ride. I was planning to do that. I wasn't sure what time the call time was for later. And I want to get this ride done. There's still work to do tonight after the broadcast, but call time's at 12, races at 2, so no need to get up too early this morning. But yeah, the numbers are crazy. I mean, what are we, 4408 online just now, and that's just for this E category. There's also a women only category, which is on the road at the same time. So yeah, the numbers are insane. And I think, to be honest, they'll only go up. I mean, you're looking at, let's have a look at the companion app. Filter that by group ride. So there's another one of these rides at 10. There's almost 5,500 signed up for that one. And the next one will be at 12, 5,000. Then at 5 o'clock, there's another 4,000. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I know there's a lot of people that slag off these big events on Zwift, and obviously it puts a huge amount of pressure on the servers, but I think they're great, and you can clearly see with the numbers that sign up, the general Zwift population really like these rides as well. But I think the numbers will only increase over the next couple of weekends, because obviously this one, stage 1, is the mountain route. Yeah, it's had a couple of Tour de France touches, but essentially it's still the mountain route, which we all know. Next week is going to be the first time that you'll see the French roads. It'll be stage 4 of the Tour Gassipat, which essentially is longer than this one, but pretty flat, and then a climb at the end. And then on the final weekend, stage 3 of the Tap is actually stage 5 of the Tour, and that's Bond 2. And I think the numbers for that one are going to be insane. Yeah, I think if you look at the YouTube, sorry, not YouTube. If you look at the forums, Zwift riders, and even the Zwift forum, all the chat when the new update was announced was, when do we get to ride? When do we get to ride? Everybody wants to see the new roads. It's probably the biggest thing that Zwifters enjoy, other than moaning about the programme breaking. The number one thing is new tarmac to ride on. But understandably, Zwift want to hold back those roads until the Tour de France broadcasts. Here we are, we're at the little Bavarian village, about a third of the way up the climb. Nice steady pace. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be really happy with the new roads. So, the changes that have been made to this route, and also, yeah, actually the changes to this route and also to the hilly route, which you'll be able to ride on Monday with the Tour de France Discovery rides. So once the broadcasts have been live today, we'll be able to ride those roads from Monday onwards. The changes, you look now on screen, the banners. These banners aren't normally here, and the banners that are on course, they normally have other things on them. So things like the Zwift orange banner, Ride On, might be other sponsors. So these ones have been changed. Got all the French sponsors: Tissot, Trek, Skoda, Leclerc. And the other thing is, left hand side now, the little yellow gazebo, that's not normally there, so that's been added in. The audio that you hear behind, little klaxon, sort of like the French caravan, that's been added. If you stop next to a group of people, there's normally chatter that you can hear. That chatter's been turned into French. Very difficult to figure out if they're actually saying anything or just French sounding words. At the start line, there's a house stylized on Nice, which has been added, because obviously the first couple of stages of the original Grand Depart would have been in Nice, so that's why they're in Watopia. That's been changed, and when we get to the top, we'll see the banner. So the banners have been changed. Green sprint banners, they're still green, but instead of being an arch, they're now a square, and they've obviously been branded with Skoda to match the green jersey. The red KOM banners or arches, again square box, polka dots, Leclerc branding, and then obviously the start finish line has had a major change with the orange Tour de France Tissot timing box. So that's the changes that they've made in Watopia. Cryptostick, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. So, you're new to Zwift, 2 weeks in. What do you think? What's your impression? Excellent. That's good to know. I mean, I've been around 4 years, and I think an absolute game changer. I never really used to do much training indoors. So boring. Just staring down at your Garmin. And then Zwift came along, and obviously you've got the roads, the riders. I mean, back then there was a lot of blue ghosts just to fill up the roads. Now we don't need that. Very sociable, but also just the whole graphics takes your mind off what you're doing. But I think the main thing for me, I can train while the kids are here. They can be sitting doing homework, or they can be sitting playing on their Xbox or their iPads, watching TV, and I can train. So that's the biggest game changer for me in terms of using Zwift. I started with a dumb wheel-on trainer, then moved on to a wheel-on smart trainer, and then now I've got 2 direct drive. The only reason I've got 2, I haven't sold one yet. So I've got an Elite Direto, and I've got a Neo. I'm on the Neo just now. Expensive piece of kit, but love it. You have kids and it allows you to fit in the late night. Absolutely. That's the thing. Especially if you've got a quiet trainer. You can jump on, do a session, kids are in bed, nobody knows any. It's great. Likewise, early morning, I could get up and train. Trainer's usually all set up. Yeah. Get to sleep, Crystal Stick. Get some rest. This is a tough route. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the follow. Take it easy. So top of this sort of open-sided tunnel, we'll cross the rickety bridge, and then we hit the rollers, which take us up to the end of the KOM. But then we've got the tower to climb, and that is going to hurt. No taking it easy on that climb. Not unless you want to go at 1 kilometre an hour. Look at all those riders. So interesting. I've just noticed. Been changed onto a Trek. So I picked the Specialized Tarmac Pro for today. It's the lightest bike in game, best for climbing. I also went with the Milstein lightweights, or the lightweight Milsteins I should say. They're also the lightest, best climbing wheels. So ZWIFT has changed all of us onto Treks, kept their wheels. Trek must be a sponsor of La Tap. Leroy Gibbyhouch. Thanks for the subscription, mate. Appreciate that. Here's the balloons. And then the rollers. Not far to the KOM now. Round this corner. Take a left, uphill. And then we should start to see it coming into view. Oh, actually, we've got another right, left. Right, left, right. Before we get there. Lost a lot of places there in that roller section. I've got a friend who's up ahead, 1800 she is. Let's see if we can try and catch her. Problem is, up the tower, she weighs something silly like 60 kilos. So I'm giving away 20 odd kilos to her on the climb. Her husband's smashing it up at the front. He's like 700th or something. Look at the map, you can see the spotted banner. Oh, they've changed it for today. They've made it a Latat banner, which makes sense. So tomorrow, you'll see a different banner when you watch the tour. This will be a red and white polka dot Leclerc banner. Here we go. This is a radio climb. Another 100 meters to go. The summit, 500 meters elevation. Legs really starting to bite. Cadence is slowing. %, 15%, and 81 kilos don't really go hand in hand. %, now. 17. I'm dripping sweat everywhere. Tower's about to come into view, just behind the map. shoulders starting to hurt for being up on the hoods for so long. Lungs are bursting. Sweat stinging my eyes. Here comes the 500 elevation. A little bit extra now. The never-ending mountain on screen there. Wait till you drive on too. Whew. Okay. Let's get a nice fast descent. Woo! Into the super tuck. Get a wee breather. Almost approaching 90k. Little rise here, so we need to pedal again. Take a left. Back into the tuck. Unfortunately, doesn't really look like there's any groups to grab onto and get a draft. Our friend is now up to 1500 place. He's passing the pier. Only 7.5k to go. I've got no chance of catching up. This is a group here, but they're going at a pretty healthy rate. That's settled a little bit now. So 200 watts, 37k an hour, not too shabby. Whether or not that's enough to catch up with Claire, don't think so. He's already on that climb there. Under 5k to go to the finish now though. Through the Italian village, leading up to the sprint. Then we got a little climb at the S's, up into the rollers, and then down to the finish. 3k to go. Legs are absolutely burst. We're going to do our best to stick the back wheel of this group. Otherwise, it's pretty hard. Oh. 2k now. The legs have gone. Nearly finished with the rollers. Couple more, and we're on the downhill. On the day, here comes the Flamme Rouge. $500. 300, 250, 200, 150, 50, and done. Woo! Oh man. 1 hour 2. Wowzers. Tough old climb that. So the Tap to Tour, stage 1, 30.2 kilometers, 680 odd meters of climbing, up the mountain, to the tower, done. So that'll be stage 2 of the Tour de France virtual, going live tomorrow at 2 o'clock GMT. It'll be on the ZWIFT Facebook page, ASO, and also on the GCN app. And then also check out your local TV stations. It's also being broadcast live and recorded highlights. I reckon the pros will do that in, I don't know, 40 minutes. But today, 2 o'clock, link up at the top of the chat. That's for the ZWIFT YouTube page. Watch live today, 2 o'clock, stage 1, 4 laps, Watopia heli reverse. I think it's the men that go first. I haven't seen the confirmed list of riders, but certainly Team Ineos are bringing a full complement. So Chris Froome was originally signed up. There's doubt that he might not be doing it now. He might be just solely focusing on the real event next month. But Geraint Thomas, is riding. Ian Barnal, Luke Rowe. You've got Movistar, you've got Trek Segafredo, you've got Arkea. McLaren are riding. Who else is riding? CCC. The ladies, you've got CCC Live, you've got 2020. You've got 20 pro female teams, 27 pro men's teams. It's going to be massive. So make sure you tune in wherever you are. But certainly for me, thanks for joining in with the chat, the ride-ons, the follows. I appreciate it all. If you haven't done so already, think about subscribing or following or liking, whatever it is you need to do. We're on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. So whichever one's your poison, feel free to give a follow. And make sure you're getting notifications so you know when the next live streams are. Generally speaking, Tuesday races, Wednesday races, Thursday. Few Saturdays thrown in. Obviously over the next 3 weekends, the Tap to Tour, Saturday mornings. But yeah, looking forward to tonight's broadcast, the Tour de France virtual. Tune in, it's absolutely going to be massive. But that's going to be it for me. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for the chat.